Hi, Caleb with Brownells here. In today's product spotlight, we're going to be going over the Armament 434 high performance trigger. So just like that, it is a trigger for your AR-15. Now this trigger is a solid one piece. It's not like the traditional mil-spec two-piece triggers. It's a solid one-piece construction that drops in. So your drop-in triggers is what it's commonly referred to as. The trigger itself does come with these anti-walk pins, which is a really nice feature because this being a standard drop-in trigger, it doesn't have a really good way to retain your standard mil-spec pins. So these are the ones I would recommend using with it. Moving on from there, the trigger itself, let's kind of get into some of the technicalities of it first. The weight is a fixed 3.5 pounds. The reset on it is really nice. It's not, I'm not going to say it's one of your higher end AR upgrade triggers, but for the price point, this trigger does fight well above its weight class. So let's kind of take a closer look at it here. The first thing you're going to notice is going to be that trigger shoe. It's not technically a flat face trigger, it does have a bit of a curve to it, but it is a nice slim profile. Now if I didn't mention before, this is a single stage trigger, which honestly single stage or two stage, it's all personal preference. Alright, so let's go ahead and open it up and take a closer look at the trigger itself. So the actual hammer and trigger is going to be steel. The body that they come in is going to be an aluminum housing. Alright, so you notice you have your hammer there, you have the housing I just spoke of, and the trigger, your disconnector, all of that's a steel construction. You do have two tension screws so that you can tension the actual trigger itself against the pins, which is a nice feature. I like to see that in pretty much any drop-in trigger. Now, your springs, your hammer spring, your trigger spring, those there are going to be a chrome silicon spring, which again, another nice feature I really like to see with pretty much any spring on the AR-15 platform. And the reset on this thing here, let's just take a look at that. Something I was really impressed with for a trigger at this price point was that reset. Nice, clean, and crisp reset. An interesting feature you have on this trigger that you don't have on a lot of AR-15 triggers in general is an actual drop safety, which is pretty cool. I like to see these on a lot of triggers that would be, service minded. So what that means is if for any reason that hammer and sear come apart from each other, there's a catch on there to stop that hammer from going all the way forward unless that trigger's pulled. So another cool feature there. So that is the Armament 434 high performance trigger. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you have any experience with this particular trigger, let us know in the comments down below. And of course, if you have any questions about installation or anything like that, feel free to give us a call on the tech line. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.